Whisper winds through ancient stones, whispering tales of yesterdays gone. In the shadow of the emerald hills, we find our hearts where sorrow stills. Lament in the crisp night air, echoes of love we once did share. A bonfire of tears, but I still gleam. In the night we find our dream. Oh, the moon's embrace, so cool and bright, guides us through the darkest night. In every tear, a drop of grace, we find our hope in the moon's embrace. Curtains of mist over fields so green, a silver thread in twilight sheen. Through whispered tales we carry forth, our stories embolden, our hearts their worth. The thistle and heather guide our way, through shadows etched in yesterday. Each loss a star in the midnight sky reminds the soul it's okay to cry. Oh, the moon's embrace, so cool and right, guides us through the darkest night. In every tear, a drop of grace, we find our hope in the moon's embrace. The thistle and heather guide our way, through shadows etched in yesterday. Each loss a star in a midnight sky reminds the soul it's okay to cry. Oh.
I am here. I promise. Hello, hello, hello. I love that song. I wrote that song with help of spirit and technology that I don't even know how to use. And it has even more meaning this week to me. Welcome, welcome. This is Tea Time with Mama Cole. I'm Mama Cole. I'm a psychic medium, divinator, seer, Reiki master, spiritual guide, intuitive medium, all the things. But what I'm really excited to do every week is tea time. This is our time together. You have me for like an hour, hour and a half. I usually pull cards, connect with spirit, your loved ones, answer any questions you might have. We do a lot of energy work, work with our grief, and just overall our spiritual journey together with cards, crystals. I also pull ruins crystals, just depends on what's connecting that week. Now, this week, last week, we worked on, actually, we worked on like protections and grounding. And before that, we worked on energy and recognizing what was ours and what wasn't. Okay. Now, this week, I really have some cool things for us to do. Okay. So, what I want you to know is this is your safe space. I want you to comment whatever platform you're on. I'm trying to get better at having it. We are in the Nest. We're on the Mediums group. And on YouTube, I believe in Divine Androgen, Psychic Insights, and Mama Cole's Nest. So please let me know where you're watching from. I love that we have people from all over the world. There's watchers from Scotland, Australia, the US. Like, welcome, welcome. This is for everyone. I love to do this. This is just on my time. I do this just because I absolutely love it. It fills my soul. I love to teach, and connecting you with your loved ones and letting you know that life doesn't end here. Like that our souls are eternal is like it's like a calling of mine. Anyway, this is your space to breathe and soften, okay? This is where I want you to learn and also to remember that you're not walking this journey alone. This journey of life, you're not doing it by yourself. You have a spiritual team. You're a warrior. And I also want you to remember who you are. Sometimes we forget who we really are. We're not just this mom, this wife, this employee, this whatever your roles are that you play in life. Those are simply that, roles. They're not who your soul truly is, okay? So tonight, wherever you're joining from, and as long as you're not driving or operating machinery, I'd like you to just take a deep breath for a moment. Let's just settle, just gently, and allow ourselves to fully arrive here. Okay. I just had coffee, so you do notice I hop around some. And also, just working with the spirit, I get really hyper and excited. So I just want you to know I'm so grateful you're here. Whether it's two of us, three of us, four, I don't care. We are all here to be connected. Okay. And I'm so glad that you found your way here. Now, like I said, this is our sacred space. There's absolutely no judging here. There's no stupid questions. We do get spammers every now and then, what we boot out, trolls or whatever you want to call them. Please, if you see the comments and I don't, just flag them and let me know. I will not message you privately. I will never tell you that you have something dark following you or something and you need to give me so much money. That's not me. If people are doing that, those are hackers. Please flag them for me, okay? This is our sacred space. This is our place to soften and to receive messages from our loved ones and from spirit, okay? So, right now, wherever you are, I want you to just take a moment and let's like just drop our shoulders. Let's unclench our jaw, soften our belly. Are you holding your belly in? I've learned a lot of us do that. Don't. Let's just soften it, okay? Take a few slow, deep breaths in and out at your own pace, okay? Do it again. Keep letting those shoulders soften, your jaw relax, let your belly relax, okay? And let yourself fully arrive in this circle together, okay? I don't want you, I don't want who you've had to be today or not what you've carried, just you right here, right now, okay? Now, as we open this space, I gently want to call in our guides, guardians, angels, ancestors, our loved ones, and our higher selves. May all of our messages be for our highest good. May they be clear and easily understood. And I really want people to feel the validations tonight, to touch their hearts and souls deeply and help them remember who they are and their purpose in this life. Amen, aho, and so mote it be. I'd like you to open your eyes. Now, what I just did was I created a sacred space for us, okay? I also like to open my circle. I have a candle lit. I've been burning some sage. Now, as we were opening tonight, we opened with the eternal flame. And I have recently learned some really cool things, okay? I've learned that in Scotland, when the kilt and the wars happened in, I think it was 1746, there was a law about their clothing, what they were allowed to wear and not wear. And the men of Scotland were not allowed to wear their clan, the symbols of their clan or their tartans, their kilts. So those were all outlawed, and that's what they wore. But that way they couldn't be identified. They couldn't find each other. So what they ended up doing was each clan had a herbal ally, a plant ally. They were represented by the thistle or by heather or by lavender or what was the other one? Juniper, I think was the other, holly. Holly was the other one. And so what they would do would they would add sprigs of these herbs to, like, the women would add them to the pin or to their bonnet. The men would add them to their lapel. And that was how the clans were able to recognize each other amongst society. Um, I was like, wow, that's really cool. And that it really made me start thinking about this week's lesson. Like the themes of what we're learning this week is about we've been doing the work, we've been clearing, we've been protecting, and we've been becoming more aware. Okay. But there's been a big shift. Okay. Like these people, I started thinking about these people. They're going out into society after having a war over and fighting for their families and who they were. And they've been stripped of everything, but yet they still have to go get the tomatoes and go get meat, whatever it is they have to go to town for. Like they still have to live life. They still have to be among society, but they had to hide who they were. Like, how many times has this happened in society? And this was in Scotland, in America, people for religious persecutions. Like, there's been just so many things like that. So I tried to equate it with this week. Like, I'm trying to teach us, okay, if we go to the store, if we talk to somebody, or if we're around somebody, or even out in public, and we notice that something shifts and we start to feel a little off, or maybe like a little disconnected, or you start getting like angry or tired, like really tired, and you're just not yourself anymore. You're kind of shifted. Sometimes you don't even know that this happens. And what's happening is um, it's not because you're doing anything wrong. Like, it's not because, oh, I should have protected myself more. Oh, I should have called in my guides and guardians. Oh, I should have done this. I should have done that. No, it's not that. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not at bad at protecting your energy or anything. It's just something that your body has actually learned how to do. Okay. These people are walking through society, and they're having to hide who they are and be like undercover within the world, and they're only identified by a sprig of a plant, a sprig, like sage, like a little thing. This one's burning still. I lit this when we started, so we really are clearing some stuff. A little, just a little thing. And then I started thinking, because my grandpa is Scottish. He's a Highlander. His great uncle was a Highlander. Like, I have pictures of him in the kilt and stuff. And now I understand so much more why that picture, it was on a glass tin type, like a glass type. The picture was on glass, and it was of him, of his kilt and his royal garb, because after that they weren't allowed to have it. So my point is like, how do you protect yourself? And are you noticing when things like this happen? I don't want you to think that you're bad at energy worker, or that you're bad at this or that. Absolutely not. What happens is sometimes we forget who we are. Sometimes if we're survivors of like grief and trauma, chronic stress, even illness, we disassociate, we disconnect. Our soul will literally like fragment and like, okay, I don't want to experience that. Like these people, they experienced war, lost members of their family and stuff, and then weren't able to proudly be who they are. They had to hide and they had to shrink and blend into society. So they disassociated from who they truly are and hid their customs and stuff. How many times do we do that in life? It's very common. It's very common for trauma survivors. As you start healing, you notice that you only have certain emotions. Like, you're either angry and happy. That's it. Like, you don't have a wave of emotions. You can't sit still. You're just kind of functioning through life, but you're not really enjoying life. You're not really, and it's because you're kind of like disassociated. It's super common. It happens in grief. where we're just going through the motions or the roles. You're just being the widow. You're just being the mom who lost her kid. You're just trying to survive. Um, and and it's because it's safer for us to sometimes to step back. Sometimes, if you're trauma or abuse survivor, it was safer to leave your body than to be in it. Okay. Sometimes it was safer to tune into certain people instead of yourself. Like you had to watch others to know what to expect. Just like these people hiding who they were, they had to watch others. And they were also looking for connection within the world too by that little sprig. Okay. Um, so I think the whole point of this is our ancestors are trying to tell us this is a cycle. This has gone on for thousands and thousands of years, and you're not doing anything wrong. You're super intelligent. All that's happening is your body is saying that I'll protect you the only way I know how. Okay, and this is why a lot of us look to EDMR, look to plant therapy, things like that, to bring you back in your soul back in. Okay, and I like to use music. There's a couple songs I'd love for you to hear. I'd love to listen to "Celebrate Me" by Inga Rose, and there was another one, "Remember." I Remember by Mary Isis. Remember who you are. Claim who you are. Try to slowly shift yourself from like the victim mode or that role into an eternal soul perspective. Okay. I just want you to be like more aware, more connected. And the way you do that, you don't blame yourself. You live life and enjoy the little moments. And sometimes that's really easy to say, but hard to do. I totally get it. Life has been a shit show here for the last 2 years. Um, and I'm finally shifting, and things are finally shifting for us. Thank God. Just getting things that were like my disability and stuff was cut off. I'm still disabled. They never denied that, but now it's coming back. Thank God. Hey, I see comments finally. Thank you guys, because I couldn't see anybody that was here. Um, so good. I hope that made sense, and I really hope. I do have my cards. I'm going to do readings and stuff, but I want you guys to know, like, um, it isn't always cards. Okay, I'm actually very spiritually can connect to you just by your name, just by your picture. It's just super draining. So I myself sometimes forget who I am and get very dependent on these stupid cards. And I'm not saying they're stupid. I'm just saying these are all tools. These are crutches. These are just ways that I show you how I'm connecting with spirit. It's just like a physical manifestation of the work I'm doing. And the pendulum, the crystals, all of that aren't really me, like they're just tools and stuff that spirit uses to connect, or I use to validate their connections. And when all actuality, the gift is the connection, the channeling with the souls. um, doesn't make me special, doesn't make me any different. Anyone else can do it. It's just that I'm able to connect, and I make a peaceful space, and I do all the work and the stuff, and I'm just open to it. But I've really been called out lately that I'm not the cards. You know what I mean? Like when I drop in with you guys, the first few seconds, the messages that come through usually, like the first few seconds, or when I'm pulling a card and I'm showing you the things that I'm seeing, those are the things for you to pay attention to. Because what is occurring is spirit is bringing things forward that are in my brain, that are my experiences, and they're bringing them forward, and they have a meaning for you, but it's because it's what I can relate to. Like they can't show me something that well, they do. They do show me experiences and things that I don't know, but I have to just explain them to you, and then you tell me what it's about. Because there's been times I haven't been exposed to like the Indian or Muslim culture or anything. And there's been times that they've shown me their funerals. And over there in India, the funerals are like a week long. And I actually saw like this huge celebration. And I'm describing, they call it something, I can't remember what they called it, but I was describing this man's funeral. and it was spot on, but I didn't know what I was describing. So the woman, I think it was his wife, had to tell us what it was. It was really cool. But so what I'm trying to get to is that's part of us remembering who we are. Our soul is eternal. Our connections with our loved ones are eternal. And sometimes we use crutches, just like cards and stuff, just to like verify, or because sometimes it's easier for our muggle mind to see a symbol or a sign and get that better than something that is spoken through spirit. And that's just the way it is. And sometimes that's just our disconnect. It's just easier for us. So I want you tonight to kind of pay attention to those kind of hidden messages. And when we opened, we did ask for validations and for them to be clear and easily understood. So if you get any experiences like you feel chills, you start crying, heart racing, butterflies, anything like that, a warm or cool draft, stuff like that, you smell stuff, please share with us and let me know, because that's spirit connecting with you in their way. If you see a butterfly, like everybody connects different. It just depends on what it means to that spirit, that soul, and you. Okay? So let me get to the comments. I can finally see them. We got the Vintage Poet. Welcome. I love your name. Hi, Donna. Donna went to an interview, and when I walked in, the energy shifted. So good job. Very good job. You're starting to recognize. You're starting to recognize. Because, Donna, I've read for you numerous times, and I hope you don't mind me sharing. Your readings are always, Donna is a hospice nurse or a palliative care nurse, home health care nurse, but for people near and approaching the end of their life. She's suffered a lot of grief in her own life and her own walks, her own journey, which makes her very valuable at this. And whenever I do readings with Dawn and stuff, for the longest time, I saw nothing but golden light. She always got the star card or the sun card, like the brightest card in the deck. So I know she's destined for good things, but she could never feel that energy. And she also has her patients, her past patients that have crossed over around her all the time. So I love that now you're able to identify the energy. And if it doesn't serve your highest good, that you left. I love that. Good job. I'm really proud of you. Hi, Sarah. So nice to see you, honey. The Vintage Poet. Right now, I have a lot of grief because my best friend blocked me last month, and I'm so sad. Wondering constantly if he's coming back. Okay. Perhaps it may be for the best. Okay. You sound like you might be young, and that's okay. Don't pause your life waiting for somebody to unblock you or something. And it's been how long? A month. Move on. If it was meant to be, they'll be back. If not, they won't. It was a journey. Sometimes people come into our lives for a season, sometimes for a short season, sometimes for a long season. Okay, but there's always lessons. So sometimes just be grateful for the lesson, but don't ever stop life or hold your breath for someone who doesn't choose to be around or like blocks you. Sometimes it's not your junk, it's theirs. Okay, so don't try to like personalize it. Hi, Neela. Nice to see you, honey. Sarah, I made it. I'd love a reading. Yes. Donna feels it. I love her reading. I'm really concerned about this lady I take care of. I'm afraid she's declining. I totally believe that, but don't be afraid. You have to embrace it because that 90, the person that you talking to me, yes, yeah, yeah. She's sad because she's approaching the end of her life and she's realizing it. And now I'm going to tell you that's something I've been dealing with like the last year or so. It's been insane thinking of the end of life. My husband being in liver failure, like just crazy stuff. I'm going to be 60 years old, but I can't walk. My back is screwed right now. My hips, my lower back, my neck, like, and I was shifting into hopelessness, honestly, depression, hopelessness. That's what I've been dealing with the last year, off and on. So I can understand that. The beauty about you, Donna, is you have spirits and souls that have already gone through this journey. You've gone through this journey. So you have walked into this woman's life to help her. No doubt. No doubt. Okay. I'm discovering things that we can do naturally that might help my husband and I. And I'll be dang, I'm going to try, I'm going to do whatever I can. They want him to lose weight. They want, like, there's things that can be done that I'm hoping will work. And I know Spirit's right there with me, guiding me, helping me. So we're going to just continue. And now I finally have hope. I see there is a way, and that I can possibly heal myself too without hurting and declining. And so stay tuned. If you start seeing a change in the next few months, tell me about it. Tell me what you think. Okay. So with that, I can do some readings if you like, but I want us to kind of remember where we came from, what we're doing. Um, I want you to start shifting into empowerment like Donna today. I know she works all the time. She has 2, 3 jobs. She's always looking for jobs. Okay. So I'm really proud of her that she walked away because she felt that that wasn't for her highest good. The more aware you are and the more connected you are, the more that your capacity to learn and grow will occur. Okay. The more that you're going to connect with souls, connect with the world. You don't need to isolate from the world, just like the Highlanders. They didn't isolate, even though they were stripped of their cloth, their honor and stuff. They didn't isolate. It's not to block everything out. It's to stay connected to who you truly are while being fully present in your life. Okay, so they were still connected to who they truly are by that sprig of plant. Like it brought them home. And I could really see the empowerment of that too, because think of like like the scent, the feel, the texture, and um, how many years they wore that on their tartans, do you know? So they never lost who they were. And that's what I want us to do too. I want us to realize we are eternal beings having a mortal experience, okay? Yeah, see, and Donna, sometimes that's hard. She's 91 years old. Let go of the past. That's hard because she's reflecting on her life right now. Anytime you have a near-death experience or a chronic illness, I've lived through both myself. You tend to reflect on life and the decisions that you have done. You put yourself down. Oh, I should be here. I should be doing this. I should be further along. I'm going to be 60 years old. I don't have this. I don't have that. But like we covered last week, be your little kid self and look back as a child. Like be your child self and look at your life now. I bet you've accomplished a lot more. Like your little kid self would be really proud of you. Okay. Uh, Heritage, the poet. I have been in negative jobs and I wish I had left sooner. Good for you for not taking. Exactly. And that's part of us learning who we are, remembering who we are, reclaiming us. Okay. Let's see. I do have a meditation we could do, but I feel like I'm preaching to you guys. Like, is this helping you? Do you want me to pull like, how are you doing? Like, let's check in. Any questions so far? How's everybody's body feeling? Anybody feeling anyone around you? I do have some spirits around. I've had this old lady around since before I started. Somebody's grandma or something, like this older lady. Um, I don't know if anybody's lost someone like recently. Okay, Neela, my ex-husband's 2-year anniversary of his passing is coming up in June. My mom is on palliative. Oh, I'm so sorry. Chemo, I don't know how much more. Oh, Neela, I'm so, so sorry. Now, you know, Neela, I'm gonna put you up here. How can we support you? Um, your mom being in palliative care, the end is near. You can handle it. Don't put those words even in the universe. She said, I don't know how much more I can handle. I know you can handle a lot. You have been through hell and back. Pardon my French, Neela. But you really have been through a lot the last couple of years. I've been with you for the last 2 years. I've seen you. I know what you have walked through. You can beautifully help aid your mom in her passing by just being there, supporting her. If you're able to, I don't know what your relationship is. My relationship with my mom was estranged, so it was difficult for me, but I needed the closure. Yours sounds like a good relationship. At least it feels like it from you just by saying you don't know how much more you can handle. Um, Death, unfortunately, is a part of life. We all are only going to get out of here one way. But That's not the end. Our soul is eternal. She is your mom. You have a connection that's eternal. She hasn't been your mom just this life. She could have been your sister in another life. She could have been like, your souls are entangled together. They're not going to be separate. You've been through a lot. And yes, yeah, you have. So I want you to know, like tonight's less about empowerment. Go over on my Patreon page. There's like little things that you can do, like grimoire pages where you can pull cards, you can get messages, meanings, how to connect your energy. You do have an amazing relationship with her. So that's got to be hard as hell having to watch her decline and say goodbye. I know with my husband, which isn't a mom, I've never had a good mother bond. So I don't understand that. Like, I do. I've been jealous of it when my friends have it. Like, I've witnessed it. Um, so the best thing you can do is listen for her. Listen to her. Be present. Know that she will be greeted. She will not be alone. When the end comes and the pain, let them help her pain. Um, Listen and learn. She's your mother. She brought life to you and she's taught you so much through life. And I get that in her passing, she's really going to give you more of an eternal perspective. And Neela, didn't you lose your, was it your son or was it your ex-husband? Didn't you also lose a child or something? Like, I can't remember because um, I don't remember everybody's loved ones, but I do feel that I cry alone. I make her laugh though throughout the day and keep her happy. Okay. But don't cry alone. She doesn't want you to hide it. Okay. It hurts. I know it hurts. It's got to be hell. Let's pull a couple cards for you, Nelia, Nelia, maybe. Let's see. Is she able to communicate right now? Okay, yeah, it's your ex-husband. Okay. Um, is she able to communicate right now? Because I'm seeing like a hospital room and I see lots of flowers, which is unusual because usually if you're on um, chemo, I know you can't have plants and things like that, but I'm smelling like a sense of flowers, which I do get flower scents often. And I can tell you, like, this is like gardenias, roses, lilacs, like very fragrant flowers, like a room full, and they're different colors. Usually I see like yellow roses or stuff like that, but no, not this time. They're like all different flowers. No, you, and just cry. Let the soul, those tears are cleansing your soul. So please don't stop them. This is your safe base. I've got you. I will hold you. Yes. Okay. So know that um, I feel like she's already being prepared. I don't feel, I feel you do have some time. And I want you to be telling her stories or remembering. I'm just looking back through life. Tell funny stories and things that, hey, mom, do you know that I actually, she's at home and lots of flowers. Okay. Because I'm really getting the flowers. So let her stay at home. Good. I'm glad she's not in a hospital. That's awesome. I'm glad she's on with her flowers and her plants. And I want you to kind of take a walk through life. Tell her what a great mom she was. Like memories, fond memories that you have, the good, the bad, the ugly. This is the time for that. Because right now she has nothing but time. And it's different too, because you do too, because you say throughout the day. Yeah, remember the great times together and the crazy times. Like tell her the things. Hey, mom, do you know? Remember that time when I was 16 and I liked that boy? And well, I gotta tell you something, mom, because you said you're really close. Tell her about Stick It Out. Tell her about the crazy stuff you did. Do you know what I mean? And she'll be like, like just be real. Tell her, mom, I'm scared. I don't know what I'm gonna do without you. And don't do it in like and this is hard as heck, in like a really sad guilt way. You know what I mean? Like more in a loving way. No matter what happens, mom, make sure you come back. You know what I mean? Like make sure. And how are you going to come back, mom? Are you going to come back like this? Are you going to come back and annoy me? Are you going to like come up with something? And I guarantee you she will. But I get that she's going to do a lot like her funeral. Like she'll let you know. And I get her, she's more like a butterfly, like a yellow butterfly or something. She's definitely going to, you won't be able to muggle your way out of it. You do a lot of that with her. I tell her she looks so sexy and pretty. She laughs. She lost a lot of weight. There you go. See, and that's but she also wants you to be real, and it's okay to cry. You have to remember, you have children, right? Don't you have children? You're her little girl. No matter how old you get and how old she is, you're her little girl. Okay. Um, Hold on. Let's pull a few cards for you. Now, while your mom's passing, is there somebody that's kind of like a sneaky person that maybe doesn't have her best interest in mind that you're having to kind of just keep your eye on them, okay? Because that was the very first thing I got was this. You're more of the joker, so I am always doing something to make her laugh. Okay, that makes sense too. So just kind of keep an eye on this, okay? I'm not sure what this is. We had the rat last week too, quite a bit. No children. Okay, but I feel like you do have spirit children. You may not have physical children here, but that doesn't mean that you've never had children before. Like they're spirits, like you have some around him. You're okay, of course, Neela, and that's why spirit came to you. Okay, so there is a sneaky person. Just be aware of it, but I don't feel it's anything bad. I just feel something that is something going on. But when you said I can't handle, I don't know how much. Yeah, it's your sister-in-law. Yeah, I got that. Too. Okay, so just watch your back, and it's all about money. When people die or come close to death, it's always about money, and it's so disgusting. It brings out the nasty rat in people. So just be aware. Yeah, see, your family will come fighting over everything. It happens every time people die. Like I've seen it so many times in families. It's disgusting. It brings out the ugly in them. But this right here, it says you can do hard things, okay? This journey is part of the music of your life, okay? And it is hard. It's hard to learn how to go through life, especially how to go through life with the woman that's always been by your side. Always. She's still going to be by your side, but it's going to be a little different. There is going to be a detour, okay? Um, your course is going to change. She's going to still be by your side, but it's not physically. It's going to be a spiritual, soul, deep level. And you're going to start gathering information and you're going to start getting details. She's going to reach you and send you signs and signals that she is okay. And eventually you're going to get actual communication with her. I have no doubt you're going to be communicating with her just like you do now. How you play, you say that you're the jokester and stuff. She's going to be the jokester, trying to raise your vibration and help you through your grief, but from the other side. Yeah. Yeah. It's all just greed. And don't let it, the other thing that is really, really huge is don't let the material items, your loved ones, your deceased loved ones, are not the material items. They're not the house. They're not the land. They're not the necklace. They're not the fancy rings. They're not any of those things. Now, those things might hold their energy and you might feel them when you hold them and you connect with them, but you don't need those to connect with your loved ones. Those aren't where their souls are. Their souls aren't right where they die. Now, their energy, like there's energetic imprints, but it doesn't mean they're trapped. They're not stuck there. So please know that no matter financially if stuff happens, they're not their money. Okay. You're so welcome, Neela. You're so welcome. That's exactly why I do what I do. I I love you guys. Like I really do. And perhaps see what's really cool is I wonder if that's why this older lady, like this older lady is your mom's mom, perhaps coming to meet her. Like she was showing me because I had this older woman today, and she's just been very observant. She's very quiet, and she has more of a cotton long dress, like I'd say like mid calf length and like the button up ones. Do you know what I mean? Like the old cotton, almost like flower sack dresses almost. Do you know what I mean? Like the cotton with the flower patterns. I see a lot of floral dresses on women, but I usually think they represent time periods. And she's not like a 50s or 60s. I'd say maybe 40s or 70s. Yeah, I'm not really sure. And her hair, yeah, maybe 40s or something, because her hair's more like chin length with like brown and curls. Yeah, I'm sure her mom's passed, but perhaps that's who's trying to come through. Yeah, I believe it's her mom. So please know that she won't be alone when she leaves. She's already she will start having experience as time gets closer. So you'll know your heart, you'll feel, okay? So you can handle this. It's just part of the journey, and it's going to make the music of your life a little sweeter, even though you are losing your mom. We all are going to lose our moms. And I'm just so thankful you had such a beautiful, loving relationship with her. Okay. So, Miss Poet, I'm being directed to you, but not for the love interest stuff or this person that blocked you. I have more like a masculine persona for you. Um, a gentleman, he's older, and I get more a Hispanic or Latino or some kind of ethnic feel from him. And he's cooking your grandfather. Okay. And does he cook? Your grandfather cook? Did he make like a big soup or a pot, a stew, something? Because he's like cooking and it's a big pot. I don't usually see gentlemen cooking. And he's cooking. He's at a stove stirring a big pot. He's Scottish. Nice to meet you, sir. That's really funny. So I wonder if he's making the stuff that you put in the Yorkshire puddings. What did they call that? My grandpa used to make, now see, my grandpa was the other one that I used to know that cooked, and they made this stew. It's like a stew that he's making with Yorkshire puddings. Do you know what Yorkshire puddings are? They're like a puff pastry that they would, I think that's, I don't even know what they are. So he was the reason, remember how we started with the Scottish stories? So he has honestly been around the last 2 or 3 days because I've been getting all this Scottish stuff coming up. So what's really cool about that, the one I knew didn't cook. I didn't know the others. Okay, so just know that this doesn't have to be the gentleman that you knew. This is your ancestors coming through, because at the beginning of our tea time, I invite our guardians, guides, and ancestors. So he's obviously, yeah, that's what I get, more like a great grandfather, or even maybe your great great grandfather. He was a Highlander, because there was no mistake that I mentioned the Scottish Highlanders. Now, my Scottish Highlander heritage is my fifth great grandpa, and I was born in the 60s. So this could be like if I'm getting a much younger vibe for you, so like you're probably in your 20s, maybe 30s, but I get that you're more like 20s. So this would be like your sixth or seventh great grandpa. Um, but no, I don't get that he's like that old. Like it's not that far back. Grandfather's was a cook on a ship. There you go. There you go. That's who it is. And you know why I said, yeah, you're 27, because I get almost a 35. So you're right in you're getting ready to go through your Saturn return, your first ever Saturn return. So keep an eye out for this cook. If you're seeing things, and I love that he worked on a ship. He was a cook on a ship. I absolutely love that. He died at sea. Whoa. Okay. I used to work on a ship, and I was always friends with the cooks. I was a bartender on a ship. We cruised the islands. He died at sea. Did he go overboard in a storm? In a storm? That's funny. See, but for him, it was a prideful thing. Like he wouldn't have wanted it any other way. And I get like it was from flu or something. So like I wonder if he got wet and then passed, because he wouldn't have wanted to die on land. Did you get sick from something you ate? So please just know that he's around you, because I see him stirring this huge pot. That's really crazy. They threw him overboard when he died. See, because I keep seeing, yes. Oh, that's so cool. That's what I want. I want that. Now, if you're listening to this and you know me in another, let's see, I'm going to be 60. So I'm planning on living until like I'm 104, 102. So stay tuned with me. I want to be buried at sea. And do you know how easy it is? All you have to do, I live in Florida. You have to go, I think it's 2.5 miles, 3 miles out. I don't know. You don't have to go that far out. I was really shocked that it wasn't that far out. You have to be buried in a coffin with, I don't know how many pounds of lead, so many pounds of weight, ballast weight, like bricks and stuff, ballast weight, and holes in the side of your coffin, like big holes, so that you actually become a reef is what you do. And that's what I want to do. And you don't even have to report it to the state for 30 days after you just go out so far with the body and stuff, and you have to be wrapped up. Like, just crazy stuff. But that's what I want to do. Like, I so want to do that. So that's why I'm wondering if it was Rough Seas when they did that with them. And I see it was from being wet. What's messed up? Oh, you're in Prince Edward Island in Canada. I love that. Welcome. Okay, so I believe this gentleman is like one of your guides, guardians, ancestors. And when we started this, the theme was to remember. You need to remember who you are. Okay. You're in Edward Island, Canada, because your ancestors migrated there. Some of them from Scotland migrated to Saskatchewan. Some migrated, I'm not sure where Edward Island is. I'm only familiar with like Quebec, Toronto, Vancouver, like the far east coast somewhat, and then the far west, like right above Washington. I'm in Florida, but know that they settled there for a new life, a new hope. As I'm saying that and talking about this gentleman, I drew 4 cards for you. You're the other side of Canada. Okay. I drew cards for you. The very first one is home. For you to appreciate home and the comfort and peace. Okay. Near Maine. Okay. Got it. See, I always go north of New York is how I always went to Canada, up by Buffalo and stuff. So I want you to appreciate home. Now, just like your family, home for you is wherever you are. Okay. You need to remember you carry home with you no matter where you go. Like these people that were stripped in Scotland, they were stripped of their stuff, but they still carried home by a sprig of a plant. I've been burning my sage, but by a sprig. Okay. So remember home, appreciate the comforts of it. No matter where you are, make your home your nest, your safe haven. Okay. You are going to have a divine test. Okay. Look for a divine test. What a divine test is a test of faith. I'll look at Lola washing herself. But this is a divine test. It's a test of your faith. And what it's going to do is promote spiritual growth. Promote. Okay. Notice this is a scarab. Very ancient Egyptians all had scarabs on their, they had scarab rings, scarab lapel, things like that. The scarab is like goes between life and death. Like they can, like this beetle can transform, and transformation. Look at all the colors on it. Okay. So this divine test that you're going to face is going to um, bring about growth, spirituality, transformation with you. And with that, there will be joy. You're going to start enjoying the little things again. I get Vintage Poet right now. You're just kind of like going through the phases of life, but you're not really enjoying life. You're just trying to survive. You're trying to pay the bills, do things. You wear a scarab necklace. There you go. Because I saw like the Egyptians and the pins and stuff. That's funny as heck. So please know that's Spirit's way of giving you a for sure validation. And this is your great grandpa, the one at sea. This is him helping give you validation that you cannot deny. That's why they're pulling cards. Even though I said, at the beginning, pay attention to what is being channeled. But sometimes some of us our muggle minds need physical validations and things. So that's what this is. And for you to enjoy the little things, realize things like that happen in your life all the time. We get validations from spirit, but our muggle mind tries to explain it away. Oh, well, she could have just drawn that card. Honey, there's 72 or 52 cards in this deck, I think. Hold on. So 50 cards. There's 50 cards. What are the chances I was going to draw a scarab out of 50 cards? You know what I mean? And this is all leading you to examine your beliefs. Now, notice this is divine, a home. When I said remember who you are, this is where you come from. Scottish blood runs through you. Scottish Highland blood, as I was talking about healing and growth and health, Scottish Highland blood is like you have the longevity gene. You're going to live a very long time. Like you have strength gene, longevity gene. It's part of being a Highlander. Like there's actual truth to them living longer. They're centenarians. They usually live to be 100 years old, like easily. So remember who you are, appreciate who you are. There is a divine test. So this is like testing your beliefs. Like this gentleman is communicating with you and you're not always hearing him or listening to the guidance, know that no matter what's going on in your life, you are divinely watched over and protected, but you are going to have a test. And this test is going to bring about so much joy, and you'll be able to enjoy life again and see the little things. Um, and it's going to make you examine your existing beliefs. But once you examine your existing beliefs, it's going to light your fire. Like you're never going to doubt again. Everything's going to be illuminated. And I also get like that's like the truth will be illuminated to you. Okay, so I love that for you. You didn't know he was here until now. I love that. And sometimes that's just because you're too busy living life. Or maybe you didn't need his guidance or anything till now. Okay. Like he could have been there the whole time, but now's the time that you're supposed to listen and be like, oh, okay. Be more aware. That's all. So I hope that helped. Miss Sarah, are you still here? For some reason, I'm not seeing all the comments on Facebook. Let me rewind, refresh these and see. Hey, Maria. Nice to see you, Maria. Hi, Pat. Pat and Maria says hi. Pat says, how are you? Made it a little late today. Would love a card with all permissions if you still have time. Of course I have time. I'm here for everybody. I will try to make sure everybody gets a reading. And Maria Murray, wondering what my future looks like in many aspects of my life. I got you, ladies. Okay, let me get Sarah. And now if I forget you, don't worry. Just remind me, comment. I'm just now refreshing and seeing comments. And I don't see any comments on that page ended. I don't know why. It's okay. I think it was the mediums page. No worries. Okay. My great grandfather is with me every day. Oh, your grandmother. Okay. Then he's just an added addition. That's all. Welcome, Donna. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. And it's just perfectly timed. It's okay. You've had a rough few weeks. Okay. Now, I don't know. I haven't heard from Sarah. So, Sarah, if you're here, go ahead and comment. I'm glad you made it too. I'm going to get Donna, Pat, and Maria. I haven't seen Maria in forever. Okay, so Donna. Donna, I think it's your mom's here. I think when I first did a reading for you, this is the woman who walks up and down your hallway, and she checks the lights, turns the lights off, and she's also messes around the kitchen. But the one that messes around the kitchen is usually your mother-in-law. This is not your mother-in-law. This woman is a lot more pristine, higher class, more, I don't even know how to, they're totally different people. But I just see her walking around, and she's in the hallway, turning the lights off in the hallway. She's like, you just, like, and I don't know if it's like electricity or something, but she's not, and turning the lights off in the hallway. And it's your mom. Okay, that's what I thought. I really thought it was your mom, but I didn't want to 100%. Okay, and she's kind of lecturing you right now. You have been having a lot of self-doubt lately, Donna, and you need to stop it. You already know what this woman needs that you take care of, and you know that she's depressed and you know how to handle it. You need to do what you know. You took care of your mom, correct? Because she's like, you know what to do. Stop doubting yourself. God is putting you, because I get that you are religious, and sometimes I say God, sometimes I say source, divine, whatever your beliefs are, just insert that word, okay? Universe, whatever. But I get that you are certainly placed where you are supposed to be, and you need to stop doubting that. And sometimes things are being removed from you because they weren't for your highest good. Yeah, I totally forgot about Mother's Day. Yeah, it's your mama. But you've been doubting yourself. Like you put in so much work, and like you really are a service to so many people, your family. Like you're one of the ones who is walking in circles and just surviving, but not really enjoying life. Okay. So please know she's calling you out, and it's almost like maybe these lights are like you're turning your lights off. Stop. You need to turn them back on. Because normally oh, she's showing me in the human world, she would have gone and turned the lights off, and she dimmed your light. I'm not sure what she's meaning by that. Like She showed me the much too muchness, like you never were too much. For you to turn them lights back on, they've been off for too long, Donna. Does she need cards with that? Yeah, I have to validate you with cards. Okay. So them lights need to be turned back on. Stop turning them off. Yeah. I can really feel the love. Um, I, again, I'm very thankful that you had that. Just like Neela has the love of her mom. I'm very thankful you guys have that and experience that. And it's beautiful to witness. Oh, okay, Donna, you need to cultivate these ideas. So I get like you have some kind of service plan. Maybe you could write a book or something about the experiences and how to help people cross over, go through the end of life from a spiritual perspective because you have had help. I see hundreds of people around you that you have helped. That's right. I have read you for a few years because I remember reading you when you were working in a hospital. Like I've read you at desk and stuff over numerous times. Uh, yeah, she's letting you know, like she's whole now. Like she is a spiritual being. She is her soul. She's turning her lights, your lights back on. Okay. There's something that you need to do with these thoughts that you have. You need to celebrate your ideas and really, like you're keeping something under your hat. Okay. This is going to bring about financial security and abundance. And it's serendipitous. It's a fated encounter, but I get this fated encounters more like it's going to be like on the other side. Like this is dragonflies represent a go between worlds. And I get that's what this is. Like whatever this book, this writing, this journal, this whatever it is that you're going to write. And I really see you like feverishly writing, and you're not writing using a computer. You're actually writing with pen and paper. And I think it's more like thoughts and ideas that perhaps you have. Yeah. It's about your experiences with the other side, or like with when people have crossed over, things that can't be explained away, like absolute proof. And perhaps these experiences will also lead to you care, like a guide for how people survive these transitions of lose. Like Neela, there's no mistake you're here when Neela's losing her mom. Like there's absolutely no coincidences, none whatsoever. I don't believe in those anymore. So people like her need like almost like a roadmap, but in a different way. Okay. Oh, thanks, Lori. Okay, so Maria, I'm being drawn to you next. Donna, I hope that helped. Yeah, see, I know that you've seen angels and Jesus. That needs to be shared. People need to know that they're not just this stupid mortal body that's failing them, that's deteriorating, degenerating, that they will live on. The spirit, the essence of their soul it never dies. Okay? You're so welcome, Donna. I love you, sweetheart. Okay, now I got Maria over here, Pat, and Lori. So Maria, you did give me all permissions, right? Yeah, you wanted to see the future of Maria, your future is whatever you make of it. Okay, hold on. Maria, is your mama also passed, sweetheart? Or is this your grandma? Because I have women coming forward. There's actually two. There is a third, and she's on. Okay, I get that they're maybe mother and daughter. Like, okay, there's the daughter who I believe is your mom, and then her mom, and then the other woman is kind of faded and she's stepping back. So I don't know if there was like a disconnect between these women. I'm not sure if I'll be able to see your comments or not, Maria. But please know these women have come forward first, okay? And I really get a mother, like it's your mom, Maria. Um, I get this woman's been gone for a while, and then it's like your mom, your grandma, and I don't know if that's your great grandma or if she's like a great because she's kind of distant and she's faded, which I don't normally see them faded. So please just know they're present and they've come forward. Um, let's pull cards for you and see what they. Yeah, Lori, the reason that I do this every Thursday at 7. I usually am on YouTube, Facebook, my mediums group, my Mama Cole's nest. No, not the nest. Tonight I did the nest, seeing if it would work because I wanted you guys to see that I do this every Wednesday. I do it for free for an hour to an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. Okay. Okay, Maria, these women are coming forward. It is Mother's Day. They're honoring you. Okay. They're honoring you, the woman that you are. Do you have your children, Maria? I haven't seen you in years. They're bringing forward a young man. Like, I get this as your son or something. Like, do you have two kids, like a male and a girl and a boy? But this, uh, they're just bringing him into my awareness. And when I did that, there was also gossip. So maybe this woman that's like standing back and stuff, she didn't have a healthy relationship because I get like there's like a disconnect. And sometimes what this is, gossip isn't always about something negative. It's just about chattering. So like if you're hearing chattering and stuff, know that you do have loved ones with you. And maybe you are hearing things and that's just a validation for you, okay? And as I'm connecting with these women, I am also getting that you are stressed. Like you need to remain more lighthearted. This is like work boots, and for you to take your shoes off and frolic through the forest and more like through the flowers. Have you done something with wildflowers lately? Because I'm not seeing like white flowers. I'm seeing like yellow daisies, like the ones that you pick on the side of the road. I live in Florida and it's springtime now and there's wildflowers and we stop and pick them on the side of the road. And that's what I get that you need to do more of, Maria. I need you to also, as we started at the beginning of tonight, I was talking to you about protecting your energy. Treasure your energy, protect it. It is sacred. Your energy and your space is sacred. It is your treasure to who you are. I want you to also nurture your garden. This isn't just a physical garden. You need to nurture your soul, Maria. Stop serving others and losing yourself. Make sure that you're filling your cup fully before you're watering everybody else's plants. Nurture your own garden, okay, Maria? And as far as like your future, this is you. Like, feed your garden, pick the flowers, treasure your space and yourself. You're right where you're supposed to be, and your future is whatever you want it to be. Like, I see a very peaceful, beautiful future for you, Maria. Um, Hi, Jade. So nice to see you, Jade. Yes, I have time, and I do have, yes. I'm going to hop up here to Pat. Pat, Pat, Pat. Both have passed. What a boy. Nothing with flowers. That's okay. That's okay. What they're trying to tell you is if it doesn't resonate now, like with the next week or so, if you see some flowers on the side, stop and pick them. Or have you recently put flowers or Mother's Day's coming up? They could be presenting you with flowers. It's time to smell. Okay, a boy. Okay. Did you happen to lose a girl? Like, or lose that you didn't know about? Because if so, just know that they're around, okay? Okay, I don't really see anybody on Discord, so I think I'm going to disconnect the Discord. Hold on. There we go. That might help. You guys hearing and seeing me okay? Let me refresh over here. So how was that, Maria? Did that help? Did it answer some questions? Okay, and Pat's over on Facebook. They're over on the Nest. If you're interested on the Facebook, where is it? Mama Cole's Nest. I have my own little group, and I also have Mama Cole's Psychic Insight, whatever. That's me too. No, Mama Cole's Psychic Medium. That's just me by myself. So if you want to connect, I also on those pages share my Patreon page. Hold on, let me find my Patreon page. Let me see. But I share my Patreon page, and on there you can get like actual printout lessons. You get emails with I do lunar wisdom, divination, inner knowing. I can't remember what else. And I do want to do a Hearthy Key ceremony, like a fire ceremony, but that's going to take a little bit. I really haven't had the energy to complete that the way that I want to, like give it the full energy that I want to. Okay, so Pat, you are up. Are you still here, sweetheart? And I got you, Lori, and then Jade. Okay, Pat. See, all the mamas and grandmas and stuff are coming forward. Pat, you have a really old little lady coming forward. And what's really funny about her is normally they present as younger women. They don't present as an older woman. This one, oh, thanks so much, Pat. This one, she's really cute. And she's old, like old, old. That means so much, Pat, because I know that you're a perfect. You know what I mean? Like, that means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Um, Thank you very much. But this is an older woman, like I'd say late 80s, early 90s, and she's full of spunk. She is so spunky, like, and very stubborn. But she's coming forward tonight. Welcome, welcome, sweetheart. She wants you to focus. I'm pulling cards as she's coming through. She wants you to focus on the sweetness of life. She wants you to clear boundaries. This is you. The clear boundaries is huge. Okay, this is us pulling the weeds out of our garden, putting up boundaries, not letting people suck our energy, Pat. I get that there's some energy vampires close to you that you need to pull them weeds out of the garden so that your strawberries grow sweeter. Life will be sweeter without the bullshit. Pardon my French, but it'll be much sweeter. This is you're going to keep doing this until you freaking learn not to let these energy vampires too close to you. Okay. It's going to repeat over and over again till your light turns on. You go, that's why my energy is so dirty. Because I am allowing these people to do this. Bing, and the light's going to come on. You're going to be like, oh, dang. How could boundaries? Okay. Then when you have the epiphany, you can't change things overnight. You need to be patient, okay? Slow and steady. So if you're on a spiritual journey and there's something that you're attending to and you got like some of these bad apples in your garden, get them the frick out. You don't need them. I think that's part of what this light is on. And that's part of what this old woman is telling you for you to stand up. Another one, she's like, yeah, remember. Remember the blood that runs through your veins. Stand up. And change doesn't happen overnight. You also are one that needs to cultivate your ideas and thoughts. What's going on in that mind? What is it that you have to cultivate for your future, Pat? It's all up to you, but you're going to be able to cultivate after you do this. And of course you cultivate after you weed your garden and you get rid of the weeds and the energy vampires. Okay. You feel like it may be a mentor friend, Lucille. Okay. Well, you know who it is. And there are times, okay, the mentor / friend, I'm going to be completely honest with you. On your spiritual journey, there are times you will outgrow teachers. You will outgrow mentors. I have outgrown so many, it is unreal. And that is not a brag. I'm not bragging that I'm better than them or anything else. It's just sometimes we've gone from mentor to, like, they have mentored me, got me as far as they could go, and then they become a client. Okay. And that's no shame of theirs at all. To me, that shows a beautiful mentor that's not intimidated by you. Okay. So it can it can be a growth thing for both of you, but there are times that you will outgrow spiritual teachers. And that doesn't mean anything's wrong with them, doesn't mean anything's wrong with you. It just means that part of your journey is over and it is time to continue on. And I get that's what that epiphany is. I believe we've had some of the same spiritual teachers in our life, and some of them I have outgrown just because they couldn't teach me anything more than spirit could teach me. And that's what a lot of mine was. A lot of my mentors brought me to the lessons, but spirit had to teach me. I wasn't allowed to receive crystal healings from people. I wasn't allowed to I had to have the experiences on the other side of the veil. And that's how it could be possibly for you. I'm not sure. But this great grandma, this woman is very feisty, very old, and very wise. Um, and she's trying to get your attention, okay? So I hope that helped. And you know exactly who it is. Like, tend to that garden, do those boundaries. You got it, okay? Okay, now Lori. I got Lori, and then good. I hope that helps. And kind of listen over Mother's Day and stuff, like over this weekend, for this woman. Um, she's very full of, like, I get that you have a picture of her, but it's a really old picture. It's like one of them colored, they weren't Polaroids. You have a picture of her, and it's an old picture with uh, the white outline. It has a little date stamped on it, and it's not a Polaroid, but it's really faded and stuff. Like, she's in front of a car or something. You actually have her picture of this woman. Like, she may not come to mind now, but that picture might pop out, or it might be a picture that you looked at when you were little or something. But that's who this lady is. And I always wonder, because some mediums get names right away. They're like, oh, well, their name is this, this, and this. I never get names, and that it has always bothered me. I'm like, why? Every once in a while I'll get a name, but there's a lot of times I don't. But then I realize, as a soul, we are eternal, and we've lived so many lives. Names are a mortal muggle thing. It's your great grandma. Okay, I'm glad you know who it is, because I'm like, I know you know who it is, and she's cute as could be. A fisherman. Oh, I love that. Another fisherman. We had, notice the commonality here. We had the guy that worked as a chef at sea, and now we have her who's a fisherman. I love it. I love it, love it. You're so welcome. Okay, let me see. Miss Lori, are you still here? And I don't know what it was you needed. I'm just going to tune in. I love that you get to see me for the first time. Yeah, this is what I do. Hey, Keeks. My God, it's really good to see you. I want to, if you're open, I will get you too. Okay. I'm glad to see that you're good, honey. We love you. Okay. Oh, stop it, kitty. Let's see. Lori, are you still here, honey? Lori, Lori, Lori. And I'm really glad you're here, Keeks, because we've had a very Scottish vibe. I know you're not Scottish, but we've had a very, yeah, your mama's here, Keeks. We've had a very over the pond session tonight. Okay. I'm just watching my cats are running back and forth, and I got a candle here. Okay, Miss Lori. Oh, see, now Lori has a gentleman come through, and he's sassy. Like, we have a lot of very spirited ancestors coming through who seem to be trying to get us to remember our spunk, our spirit, our soul, that we're eternal tonight. Like, there's a definite theme of remembering who you are, and that no matter, like, we started the night with the Scottish hiding with their heather and their lavender. No matter where you are in life, that you never forget who you are. Like, you always are connected to your soul family, your soul tribe, the ones on the other side. And Lori, I have a gentleman, and now what's really funny is he has he has a mustache, he has black, and it's really funny. I always see like black curly hair, but he does, and he has like thick black glasses, and he has one of, we always call them go to hell hats. But you know the hats that come down, um, like down like here, like he has it like this, and he's in black pants, white shirt, black jacket, and he's feisty, like Spitfire. This guy is like um, feisty, and I don't know if it was like not fighting, just opinionated, set in his ways, very loud. Okay, so this gentleman is who's coming through. Um, Lori, were you real close to your mom? Because I don't get, like, he's coming through instead of like the feminine energy. You have the masculine energy coming through. The take care of business. Let's see what your cards say, Lori. Because he's just very colorful, but he's not really making any sense to me. Like, I have his presence, and he's just, but I'm not really understanding. He's, are you real shy? Okay, Tiffany, it's okay. I just connect to the energy. So, sorry, I gotta move my candle because my cats are enamored with it today. Okay, Lori. So what does Lori need? Like, what messages do you have for Lori? Why are you here? What are you trying to show her? What do you need to tell her? Okay, Lori, this is a serendipitous. Very close. My dad passed away a year ago. This has got to be your dad. Gotta be. Um, this is a serendipitous thing. He is here. There's no mistake. He wants you to know the dragonfly is the communicator, carries messages between worlds. Okay. You have a serendipitous fated encounter. Like, did something cool happen right after your dad died? Like, that was serendipitous. Like, kismet, like meant to be, like you couldn't explain it away. Did you have an experience when he passed? Because I get that's kind of like what this is, and there is energy going through the veil between you and your dad. It's just going to take you some time. You have to trust in the divine timing. I'm getting that you're like a little frustrated. You were daddy's girl. Okay. Yeah, because I get maybe you're a little frustrated because you're not getting that serendipitous, or maybe you didn't have that experience after he passed. It kind of pissed you off. You got to trust in the divine timing. I'm getting that he's healing, he's growing. Um, and your grief is so heavy because you were such a daddy's girl that it's going to take you a little bit of time. Okay, the seed is there. Something has been planted. Okay, the seed is in the hourglass. See that? And see how it's growing. So it's been planted. It's growing and serendipitous. Um, with this, okay, it's been a year. Is this estate settled? Or is there an abundance of some kind? I get like there is an abundance, financial security of some kind coming through that he's trying to tell you, hold on, it's not going to be this way forever. Just hold on. And I do get, yeah, you were close to him because he was your soulmate. He's part of your soul tribe. He wasn't always your daddy. Like this life, he was your daddy. But one of the lives, he may have been your brother. One of the lives, he may have been your spouse. Like he's always been part of your soul family. He's your golden retriever. Your daddy was like your golden retriever. You could do no wrong. You were daddy's girl. You were the love of his life. Um, so please know, and this was fate. Like this is a full circle. Your end card goes right to your beginning card. Like I'm seeing you guys cycled for eternity. Like you guys have cycled. So if you think that you're never going to see your dad again, you're never going to feel his energy again, please know, Lori, that's totally false. How are you not going to feel that beautiful, spunky energy? You're very angry. Okay, so the anger is what's keeping you right now. Okay, that's what's separating. You have to trust in the divine timing. You have to be patient with yourself. You are grieving. Okay, you're grieving a life that you never thought you would have to. You never thought you would have to live without your daddy. Like you weren't prepared, you weren't ready, and of course you're angry because why couldn't it be your mom? Pardon me for saying that, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, it's okay, and you don't have to feel guilty for that. Those are common human feelings of grief. Feel it, release it, but don't stay there. Okay. I may have lost if so early on. Okay, I'm not sure what that means, Maria. If you want to comment, I'm not. Oh, your child maybe early on. It's okay. It's okay. Just know that there is. I believe you did, and just maybe you didn't know. Okay. So, Miss Tiffany, it's okay. I know you by Jade. I've known you by Jade for years. Whatever your screen name is, it doesn't matter what your real name is. I connect with your soul. Your soul is an eternal thing. Kinks, that's not her real name either. There's many times I don't have the real names, especially on YouTube and stuff. I just drop into the energy. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and drop in with Miss Jade next. You're so welcome, Lori. And please let me know how that helped. Like, I hope that resonated. And let me know how he shows up for you once your anger gets. If you need help with that, that's what I do. I can help you release it. Follow on Patreon. I have like things that teach you help you with grief. A big thing of grief is that we carry anger, and it's with grief, trauma, uh, abuse. All those things are low vibration. We carry anger. We carry depression. We carry hatred. We carry so much when we go through those things. And all those are low vibration. Your dad now is nothing but pure love, energy, healing. He's a super high vibration. And as a human, we're about here. Okay, they can come down some, but we can't really go super high vibration. You can raise your vibration through meditation, through taking care of your body, taking care of your soul, uh, dropping in, dealing with the grief, releasing the lower vibration energies, and then your energy will increase and they can meet you there. And that's when you get more messages, more experiences, because you're open, you're receptive, and you're also on that vibration. Okay. That's why sometimes we hire mediums, because we can bridge the gap for you. Okay. That's all. And it's not that there's anything special about us or anything else. It's just that I actually take this time every single week. I come in about my room about an hour early. I create a sacred space. We drop in. We ask at the beginning. If you weren't here at the beginning, I do invite your guides, guardians, ancestors, loved ones. Like, everything is set up, and we are in a protective space. Okay, so my guides and guardians know that I'm working in my spirits and stuff, and so do yours. And so they know that this is a time that they can communicate, and we are all open to receive. Okay? So I hope that helped. Now, Jade. With that, let's go to Jade. And Jade, what is up with your rocks? Are you sorting rocks right now? Because I see you like sitting in a room with piles of rocks. Like, are you sorting or organizing or getting ready to charge, or did you just finish charging? Because my attention is being drawn to rocks, like your crystals. Um, do you need to reconnect? Maybe you need to organize and cleanse and clear? Because I'm really like seeing you with piles and piles of rocks, like so many. You're like, oh my gosh, what have I done? Like, I'm not sure what that is or what the meaning of that is, but there's obviously a message in there for you. Okay, does Jade have, or Tiffany, does she have anything for anyone that wants to come forward? Yours are in your crystals, Jade. Are you sensing energies and spirits within the stones? Like, to you, oh yeah, you're wow, your reading's very different. Okay, you do have, like when I said, are you sensing things in the stones? Okay, you're trying to organize. Okay, I don't want you to, this is going to be really weird. I do not want you to organize by color, by stone. You're going to organize by energies. This is gossip. Like, you hear, this is not a bad gossip. What are you hearing from these stones as you organize them, Jade? Oh, you're so welcome. Sweet dreams, honey. Okay. So, what is going on? Yes. Okay. So when you hear these, I want you to organize them by what you're hearing, because I get like, there's almost like souls or beings or energy uh, in your crystals that you need to pay attention to. Okay. They are going to reflect who you truly are. Are you Lemurian? Are these crystals, did they come back to you, that are these ones that you have programmed? And some people will not understand what I am saying, but I know that Jade understands. Um, I believe that these crystals, that you are hearing them because you have messages in them, that some of these that you have implanted yourself in past lives. Okay, so I want you to realize that they are going to reflect and reveal who you truly are. You better start listening. It's not just chatter. There are true, deep soul messages in there. And I don't get that they're just for you. Okay. So start listening and let them reflect and reveal who you truly are. Remember our theme tonight? I remember. Okay. So there's going to be a reflection that's going to help you remember. You need to start making some healthy choices and choose a little wisely. I'm getting not an alert, but more like a caution for you, Jade. So something that you need to be aware of, just be aware of what you're, just start making healthy choices, okay? Or just be um, aware of what's going on. Okay, Jade is saying that she's hearing that it's time to pass them on. So perhaps you are like a crystal activator, energizer. I do that too. I gather crystals and I pass them on. And I believe that you are correct, because look, leisurely, You are to continue to go forward. Take off the work boots. It's not about work. It's about remaining lighthearted and connecting with those stones and the spirits. And you know exactly who is supposed to get what. And it's not always about money and sales, even though I know that there is a lot of money invested in stones and stuff. But some of them are meant for certain people that can't afford them. I want you to hear that again. Some of them are meant for certain people that can't afford them. And sometimes, and I feel in this day and age, a lot of us we need to return to bartering and things like that because it's going to get the tools in the people's hands that need them. And it's also going to enrich our life. And not only tools, it's going to get the knowledge into their hands. Because there's so many people right now that are on a spiritual journey that are being activated, but they cannot afford the $500 classes, the $1,000 classes, the $100 an hour. I charge $100 an hour. People can't afford that right now. So that's why I have put a lot of my knowledge and stuff on the Patreon page. Like there are ways that you can get it for free. There are people out there that are, I've had mentors that charge $1,500 an hour who have mentored me for 6 months for free. And we bartered. I created things. I used my hands. I made stuff for them. Okay. So where there is a will, there is a way. And I do get that. Yeah. You need to listen what they're telling you. Okay. So kinks, it's okay if you're guarded. I totally get that. Let me drop it. Just allow me to sense what's around you. That's all I ask. I'm going to go ahead and invite your guides and guardians. I want you to know right away your mom is here. And boy, does she have a very heavy accent. And she's like, I told you, I knew. I'm not sure what she's telling you. Know. She goes, I told you, I knew. And it's time for you to dig deep. Yeah, it's been rough, but there was no other way that you could. Hold on. There was no other way that you would do what needed to be done. Okay. Whatever's going on, you are divinely protected. Okay. No matter what, stop doubting it. Stop worrying. Oh, the universe isn't going to provide. I'm as low as I've ever been in my life. I can't. No, you are divinely protected. This is an eternal journey. This is not just a mortal one. Yes, there's still a sneaky person with a questionable. This is still around. Okay. Be aware of it. Don't suck into it at all. She wants you to remember who you are. Do not allow the sneaky person to suck the energy, the guilt, any of that. Listen to your mom. She's right there. The whole theme tonight has been, I remember. Remember who you are. I want you to go back. Okay, now yours is different. Some of us are going back to our childhood and looking at the life that we have now and seeing what we have created. You are going back and seeing who you were. You are to zoom in. Okay? You are to zoom in. Who you are was closer. Hold on. The answer to who you really are is closer than you think. Okay? You think it's some distant thing out here and everything will be okay when this happens, when this happens, when this happens. No bullshit. It's right in front of you. Okay? You still have some energetic attachments that need to be severed. Need help with that? I can help you. Go to the Patreon. You know what to do. It is time for you to stop. Okay, now this is not me. This is the spirit that is coming through. This is her mom, and her mom is very feisty. She is it Cogni? She has a very strong accent, and she's very powerful. Like everybody tonight that has come through very, don't forget who you are, okay? Don't forget who you are. You need to stand up. The answer is right there. You just got to keep looking. And you need to return to craft. I'm being told return to your craft. And it is not a physical thing. It is a spiritual thing. I don't know if you used to astral travel, if you did other realm stuff. That's what you need to continue to do and go back to. Zoom in closer, okay? Your mom is still around. She is still your discerning friend. You can still reach her. Mother's Day, there's no mistake that she came through. And she's your protector. Okay, she's always tried to protect you. She's always tried to lead you. She's always tried to see for you to see yourself as who you truly are. She's always believed in the magical you. And now it's time for you to stand up and do it yourself without fear. There's no fear, okay? You are divinely protected, and you have to trust the universe that you will be put exactly, everything is exactly as it should be, okay? And yeah, the bottom, like I'm actually seeing like the bottom came out. No big deal. It's happened before. You can rebuild. The answers are right there. No big deal. You got this, okay? So I hope that helped. Did I get to everyone? Okay. The sneaky person, I get that the sneaky person is gone, but there's energetic connections, ties, guilt, anger, something that still needs to be burnt through and released. That's all. Okay. I got Jade. I got Kinks. Did we get everybody? I believe I got Lori. Okay. If I did not get you, I really ran over tonight. I'm probably going to end here in just a little bit. I don't even know where we are. Anyway, I hope that helped everybody. I want to go ahead and close. We're going to thank, let me refresh our comments over on Facebook. I want to thank everybody for taking the time and spending your evening with me. I'm going to go ahead and close our eyes as long as you're not driving. I'd like you to take a few deep breaths. I'm going to go ahead, hold on just a moment. Let's pull a card for the collective if you're watching this on Rewind. Okay. And this is for the coming week for those who are not here presently or that are going to watch on Rewind. This coming week, there are going to be some obstacles in our way and some blockages in our path. It's okay. It's part of life. Life ain't always going to be roses and stuff. Sometimes there's going to be thorns, okay? The obstacles and the challenges are what make us grow and become stronger, okay? They make us stay our eccentric self, okay? Be the muchiness, okay? Nice to see you too, Maria. Make sure this coming week we also take care of ourselves, heal, repair, and reconnect. Kinks, I get that's what you need to do too. You need to heal your soul, repair, and reconnect, okay, to who you truly are, which is this beautiful, eccentric person. This is for everyone here and those who are not here now, but that will watch the replay, okay? So please know this coming week, yeah, we're going to have challenges. We're going to have obstacles. That's part of life, but that's going to help bring out our different worldview and our eccentricness. And in the coming week too, please heal, repair, and reconnect, okay? We only got one mortal life, only one mortal body. Do the best you can to take care of yourselves. Know that you're loved. I think of you all always, your loved ones. You're always connected. If you're going through hard times, you're not alone. Reach out for your guides and guardians, okay? And with that, now let's close our eyes. Take a few deep breaths. I'd like to go ahead and release our guides, guardians, angels, loved ones, ancestors, and our higher selves. Thank you so much for the beautiful messages and for the clarity tonight. Thank you for the peace and comfort and for the validations. I'd like to release all the spirits and loved ones that came to us tonight. Thank you so much for these beautiful messages. Amen, aho, and so mote it be. Thank you so much, everybody. And with that, I'm going to close our circle. And may you have a good night. If this is your first time joining, I'm here every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Totally free. Don't expect anything from you, but just your open heart and your questions. And that's it. Have a great night. Love you guys. Take care. See you next week.